Welcome back to my channel. What we got going here is this lawn, very dry over here in this area, all the way across. And so we got sprinklers, the MPs running right here, parallel all the way around. See them? And they go over here on this side. Now, to begin with, the pressure and volume is not too high here, so this is why we're running it with MPs. So I think there's 11 altogether pumps with MPs. And I said on this side, it's really dry. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some sprinklers all along here all the way to the other end. The problem is there's not enough volume to support another 5 pop-ups. So we want to make this as easy as possible. We want to be able to automate it. The problem is we only have, this wire here is maxed out. We don't have any more wires to connect another valve, a whole new valve. We have 2 valves that are supporting this bank up here. And we discovered is that one valve supports all this area here with the drip system, and then one valve supports just one sprinkler over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect this system with that system. And how we'll do that is this is where it has just the one sprinkler up on top, this valve right here. So what we'll do is we'll cut this line right here and connect it with this valve here, and then so that will be all the way across then. And then the valve, this valve, we'll go ahead and use that to support the new line that we're going to put across that. So those are some of the things that you can do. Think about as you're trying to get a system going and you don't have no other wiring. That's what we come up with, and it's going to work like that. All right, so we're going to connect this line to this line here, and we're going to do it by a quick fix. We have a T here, 3/4 inch by 3/4 with 3/4 T, and a 3/4 inch by 3/4 90. So I'm going to cut right here. Better take this part out. I'll go ahead and glue this on to this part first. let this dry just for a few minutes, and then we'll cut this pipe here. All right, so we're gonna line this up with this. I need to pull this back a little bit because it's not, it's kind of bent here. So I'll pull it back here to make it look straight, so I know it's straight. And that's gonna go right in there when it's finished. This is where I'm gonna cut right here. And get some more water coming out here again, because all that's coming up from the bank. Real handy to have this. This is a pump that will pump the water out, so you can buy these at Home Depot. And the water right out. And you have a little hose here that water comes out of. So it's always nice to have one of these handy. All right, so one thing I really want to point out is, you want to make sure you have a good opening so you can work well with what you're trying to do. Think about what's so good about the PVC is, it's very flexible. Like if I was a little short here, a little too far in, then I can always move this. See, so a little flexibility there. You want to make sure that you're not cutting. I have the the quick fix all the way inside, so I can extend it that far. See, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut enough to where this will fit in here, and then I'll cut again once I get the fitting inside here. So I'll line it up right here, and then I'll cut about right here. All right, so I have it cut out and I'm able to work here. Okay, got that lined up here, and there you go. Okay, let that dry for a minute. All right, so we're not gonna glue this in part yet. This is gonna be this is what we're gonna glue right now, so we can have more flexibility. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure this. Pull this back a little bit, and it'll be a minimum of 3 inches. That's what I want to do, 3 inches, because when I get that 3 inches in here, I'll be able to pull this back a little bit so I can put the pipe in there, and then I'll be able to get this part in easier. All right, so go in there. I can pull this up, get that in there. Just got to kind of hold it up a little bit. I'll let that dry for a minute. All right, so before I glue it in, I'm just gonna kind of see how it see that it's gonna work. See, I know it's gonna work. Okay, and I'm able to mess with this, so we know it's going to work. And that's the good thing about having PVC. So we know it's going to work. Get that primered up here. Make sure I get primer in here, which I thought okay, got the primer in both spots. Right, get some glue in here. Yeah. There we go. Got that in there. All the way. Make sure there's a tight right here. Okay. And then we can go out there. Okay. So we know we can do that. Clean up the primer. go. That in there. All right, let that dry. All right, so it's all pretty good and dried up now. Go ahead, test it. Turn it on manually. So we see that one sprinkler up there. Okay, so there's that sprinkler that was working just by itself on that one valve. We now have it connected to the rest of the bank, which goes all the way across to that fence over there. So this whole bank now is one zone. And now what we'll do is this. So now we got this valve freed up, and we're going to use that to water this other side of the grass. The gutter trims is already there. So now we're going to connect the sprinklers, and we'll have the volume and the pressure that we need to operate that part of the system. Okay, so I just turned on the valve. We got 6 sprinklers here, so we know that it's all working before we start burying this. Okay, so we got all the sprinklers in place. So we've accomplished bringing 2 zones together. Anyway, if you have any questions, comments, leave that in the comment section, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.